Last 5 years have brought both challenges and growth opportunities for telecom companies. Challenges in terms of the new technology has posed stiff competition, higher customer demands.
The future network is going to need to take ownership for things like cybersecurity, right? And also sort of advanced subscriber management services to enable an enterprise to push out things across their users, but using infrastructure provided by the operator. It's a very big change from where it's been today.
The future network will not be homogeneous. There will be many different virtual networks with very diverse needs met by network slicing, many microservices. So it's going to be very complex. And to manage that complexity, we're going to need to incorporate not just software networking, but also machine learning techniques as well.
So when I look at services in the future, one is I think that because we are going to be leveraging these networks and different services, and it's going to represent new collaboration amongst different service providers, how do you connect the cloud to those access networks? Where are you coming into the network and where are you going in the network, and are you crossing multiple networks to get there? So these open APIs and this ability to actually set a policy for security end-to-end and to set a policy for a quality experience standpoint starts to become critical to do this successfully.
One of the key ways we can simplify the structure of the telco system in the future is focusing in on network function virtualization. It's going to be key to being able to be flexible and build our flexible networks.
In the data center, we witnessed the transition from vertically integrated hardware and software systems that were very complex to be transformed into virtualized software-based systems and COTS hardware. The future of the network, in particular the wireless network, is going to happen the same way. And that's enormous opportunities for simplification, motivated through interoperability.
The future structure can be simplified, but let's be honest, it'll get more complicated first. We've got to retire a lot of legacy. And I don't just mean 2G and 3G, I mean OSS, BSS, everything. But again, the key is going to be around software networks. We've got to be more nimble, more lively, and we've got to have more automation to make sure that actually those networks can be managed efficiently, because they will be complex.
So automation done right is really about simplification, right? And if we can automate these services, if we can automate the intent, if we can automate the policy, we can actually offer much more sophisticated services, which is a better service end-to-end. Automation is key, and this is where the open interfaces come into play, the open APIs, the standards that we're seeing. There's open in front of all sorts of acronyms these days. That's why we need to simplify this by opening up these capabilities and programmability.
A big area of innovation today is the Open RAN movement, which you can see with large operators like Vodafone and Telefonica getting behind it. And that's about changing it from vertically integrated hardware and software solutions to open and interoperable systems.
The telco future will need innovation at every level. Networks, virtual networks, services. It'll all be underpinned by our softer networks, and we're going to need a lot of innovation in that, and we will have to adopt machine learning. We'll have to make sure those networks in themselves are more intelligent.
Great innovations are coming our way for the telco of the future. One is that we're expanding the use cases into broader sets of spectrum. Look at LTE, going up into millimeter wave, going down through narrowband IoT. Now we can leverage a common set of protocols to address these new use cases. 11AX, going down into the lower spectrum range with 11AH, going up into 60 gigahertz. Major consolidation around these stacks. If we leverage these stacks and we pull them together, we can solve most of the use cases and provide better services.
TCTS is a unique transformations service partner of choice for large companies, OTT players, and cable and media companies. TCTS has created a telco transformation framework, which is through a culmination of industry research as well as its experience of transforming a global network. The telco transformation framework helps them prioritize their transformation journey and help them a telco of future which is hyper-connected, is pervasive, intelligent, and customer-centric.